Hey, what's up, guys? This is Shadowrunner 4D here talking to you all, and that is a complete and utter lie. This is actually a long shot, and that little intro thing that you most likely saw, unless I decide to take that out before this video, which I doubt I will, is basically something I'm working on. I just put that together before. I just like, I have all these old videos I'm not using for any reason. Why don't I just throw these together and make a small opening with it, and throw music over it, see if it gets copyrighted or not. I don't know. Clearly, if you're hearing my voice right now, it didn't, but you never really know with these things. But anyway, so this is, I suppose, episode 2 of In My Opinion, and it's going over some old Call of Duty footage I have. I recorded this like a month and a half ago. I haven't done commentary over it. It's just been on my computer. So I'm just leaving it. It's not the best game ever. I did pretty bad in my opinion, but you guys can be the judge of that later on. But what I want to talk to you guys about in this session of In My Opinion was about a while ago, about I think early, like maybe in November or December, when I was posting SmackDown vs. Raw commentaries where I record matches and do commentary over it. I talked about a SmackDown vs. Raw guide that they were selling with the game for SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. They were selling with it that said like all the values, all the calculations, and all that crap. How much damage everything did, and me remembering this just yesterday, decided, someone probably scanned this. Someone probably went online. Let me look for it, and I found it in about 10 minutes. It wasn't very hard. Probably less than 10 minutes actually, maybe around 5 to 7 minutes. Like I said, it wasn't very long, and I went through the whole thing, and it's mostly crap. I gotta be honest with you. Like the only thing I really learned from that is that depending on what difficulty you're playing with or how hurt you are, you have between 9 to 15 frames of an opening to reverse a move. That's basically the most useful thing I got out of that book. Besides a few damage multipliers that I learned about, but that's not really a big deal, because in a normal match online, that doesn't really affect it. That was mostly likely for people who only play offline, but really, who only plays SmackDown vs. Raw, unless you're on a PlayStation 2, but I think even then you may still play online, I don't know. Does PlayStation 2 even get online anymore? I don't even know. But basically what I'm saying here is that in this episode here, I'm talking about is what I think if THQ wants to make money off of something like a fact guide book for SmackDown vs. Raw, what they should do is that they should get like the top 5 players, not like the top players, more like this, like most talented paint tool artists and good players, famous players from the most 5 recognizable, blah 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 blah. Okay. Sorry, basically, that's the top 5 players from both PlayStation and Xbox, and like put them in a room and have them write down their tips on doing paint tools, have them write down their tips on using logos, have them write down their tips on making CODs, have them write down their tips on, this like reversing, kicking out, move combos, all this crap, all that shit. That is something I'd buy, because that's something that's interesting. That's something that can potentially help me become better at the freaking game. That's something that's worth buying with it, not the guy that they released, honestly. Yeah, that's basically what my opinion was. I don't know if you guys, this would have been short, but like I said, I just wanted to do this over. I just wanted to get this Call of Duty video out of the freaking way. I'm basically done right now talking about the guide. Seriously, give me your opinion. Like, would you rather buy a guide that told you a bunch of like multipliers of how much damage this and this and this and blah 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 did, or would you buy a guide that was basically written by online players telling you, like tips and tricks on how to improve your game and shit like that? That, in my opinion, that'd be a better fact guide thingamajig than anything. Also, this Call of Duty gameplay, I have a dazzle, just so you know. So if the quality's crappy, that's your reason. This is really just supposed to be a quality test. For me right now, this shit's lagging like shit, but I already kind of put logos and shit with the opening. No, I didn't put any logos in the opening. No, I mean, I fixed the screen. I panned the screen now, and that usually slows it down when I'm watching it in Vegas for some reason when I'm doing commentary. So for me, it's lagging. I don't know if it's going to be lagging after I render this. Hopefully not, because if it is, I'm still going to upload it, because honestly, I haven't uploaded anything in a while. So you guys can just listen to me talk instead of play. I don't know. So I guess since I have somewhat more time according to this tiny little bar at the bottom of my screen, I know this max has got to be like 11 minutes, and it's like about the 6 or so minute mark now, so I got like 5 minutes left. So what can we talk about? TNA's tonight, no idea what's going on. Sting's the world champion in TNA. If you didn't know, which you should. Don't really know, man. It was a bit of a big shock, in my opinion. I would have put the title in AJ Styles' hands. That's just my gigantic opinion. AJ Styles should be the world champion in TNA. Besides that, I don't really have much to talk about wrestling. You have Alberto Del Rio doing this crap on SmackDown. You know, Edge is going to beat his ass. I'm sorry. If Alberto Del Rio wins at WrestleMania, I'm just going to throw up. I'm serious. I'm already feeling nauseous, even thinking about him becoming world champion. You know, Edge is probably the biggest legend in the making kind of person. Not even making. Edge is a freaking legend already. If anyone actually knows this, Edge is fucking retarded. Edge has held 31 championships since he started in the WWE. 11 of which of those championships are world titles, by the way. He also holds the record for most tag team titles held, most tag team reigns, and the record for most world heavyweight championship reigns. So you know, that's retarded. I mean, Edge has done completely everything in WWE. You know, it's no wonder why he's planning to retire in a year or two or whatever. You know, I just hope before or like his last match is a one-on-one against Christian for a world championship, because honestly, come on, I think we all want to see that. I only think there's one person out there who does not want to see Edge versus Christian for the world heavyweight championship. In my opinion, that is a WrestleMania match, not Alberto Del Rio versus Edge. That's not a real match. That's not a real match at all. You know, no. Also, about the I think it was 2 weeks ago, what happened to Sheamus, if you guys remember. He kind of went out to the ring to talk to Triple H, and Triple H just completely demolished him. What the fuck was up with that? That is so much bullshit. I mean, seriously, who remembers when Jericho was like 30-0 against Goldberg because Goldberg never showed up, and then when Goldberg finally did show up, all he did was throw Jericho around and beat the shit out of him? That was building up so much towards like a freaking gigantic match, and that never happened. That's basically what WWE just did with Sheamus and Triple H, you know? Sheamus puts him out. You know, we're just waiting for Triple H to come back. He finally comes back. Sheamus wins King of the Ring, which the only reason you have Sheamus win King of the Ring, in my opinion, is to promote a freaking promote a freaking a King of the Ring versus King of the King match, which I predicted when that shit happened. I mean, that's the only reason I do it. Otherwise, I would have had freaking John Morrison win and go on to have a title match against The Miz and become the champion, and have The Miz and John Morrison face off against each other for a while. I'd also would have had John Morrison win the Elimination Chamber instead of John Cena. I mean, the only reason... I mean, hell, with all this shit going on with John Cena and The Rock, like the fact that John Cena is facing The Miz at WrestleMania has been completely muted. I mean, I'm happy that they actually had Miz have involvement last Raw. I mean, when he jumped John Cena and he did the awesome or Mizzle or whatever the fuck you want to call it, elbow on John Cena. Good. You know what? Maybe they're actually realizing, oh shit, we had John Cena win, and instead of having him feud with The Miz, we're having him feud with The Rock, which is not even going to be wrestling at WrestleMania, so... what? What? And also, John Cena's raps. I mean, this for the record, John, when you hit the last word, it doesn't mean you win. Both The Rock's promos were better than your raps. You'll never rap anything better than a Rock promo, and you have to realize that that's the truth. You may have a bunch of 12-year-olds cheering your crap ass name out there because you're doing a tugonomic bull crap lesson. I don't even fucking know what the fuck you're doing when you're sideways hat. I mean, seriously, man. Seriously, you're white. Act white. White guys don't rap, except for Eminem. He's the sole exception, and Classified, and a few other dudes that I know. I'm not gonna get into this. Point is, you're not a rapper. You don't look like a rapper. You'll never be a rapper. Your raps suck. That's the end of the game. So I'm gonna have to go here. But take this as a lesson, John. Stop fucking rapping. You suck at it. Anyway, I guess this is the end of the trip for me. I'll see you guys another time. I ended up second place on my team here, but I think I was like third place overall in the match. It's not great. I've had better matches. What is that, 23 and 12? Oh god, that's horrible. That's horrible. That's barely a plus 10. God damn. Anyway, bye guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.